In a world where technology is rewriting the rules at lightning speed, disruption isn't coming, it's already here. The question is, are you ready? Welcome to Tech Week, your insider's guide to the digital revolution transforming business, policy, and innovation in the Philippines and beyond. I'm your host, Jack Madrid, and we are cutting through the noise to bring you the real stories shaping our future. We're talking to the risk takers, the game changers, and the architects of tomorrow, unfiltered and straight from the source. This is not just tech news. This is the roadmap to what's next. This is Tech Week, and this is how we decode the future. In today's digital economy, talent is the new currency. But not all talent has the same access to opportunity. In cities, technology careers are thriving, but in far-flung regions, they seem to be still out of reach. But at the same time, the skills needed for success are shifting fast. AI, cloud, cybersecurity, soft skills, critical thinking, agility. So how do we build a future-ready workforce at scale? How do we train, retain, and uplift millions wherever they are? These are not just HR questions. They are questions that impact national competitiveness. And no one is better positioned to break it all down than today's guest. She is at the helm of one of the country's largest and most advanced technology organizations. She's championing a vision where anyone, anywhere, can build a thriving tech career. She's the country managing director of Accenture Philippines and the Technology Center's lead. Let us welcome Ambe Tierro to Trade Talks.
Hi, Jack. Good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to see you here, Ambe. Let us go straight to it. You know, Accenture has 85,000 digital workers in the country, and your talent machine produces thousands of technology workers every year. So I wanted to ask you, what is the single biggest aha moment that you've had about scaling future-ready talents with the right skill sets, and how has that changed the way you hire or train today?
Well, it's not exactly an aha moment because the power of micro-learning and continuous education of our workforce, it has always been at the core of our strategy. After all, we are a people business. And I believe that gone are the days when people went to classrooms and afterwards they apply the skills that they learned for the rest of their careers. Those days are gone. People have to continuously learn because the speed of change is fast, as you said. So at Accenture, we have created a learning platform, and we have, in the recent past, continued to evolve because of the number of skills that people now have to learn. But I am an advocate for the power of micro-learning and looking at skills like building blocks in order to continue to thrive in the industry.
It's fascinating, Ambe, how we're shifting from, education-based to skills-centric, talent development, right? Now, I wanted to ask you, what skills do you think matter most nowadays? Are we putting more weight still on technical expertise, or is it soft skills, or is it the combination?
I would say the holistic approach for skills building is critical. In an AI-driven world, there are skills, the skills that are needed are multifaceted. And so the skills list includes technical, analytical, but also human and adaptive abilities. And so while we focus on technical skills, I think there's an equal focus on soft skills like creativity, human ingenuity, and empathy. And I think if we are able to combine those skills, then we will have a workforce that is ready to solve problems of today, but also ready to adapt to the changing needs of the future.
So you're saying, Ambe, that it's really at that intersection, right, of technology and specific domain skills, and then across it you have those soft skills.
Absolutely, and I like to say the soft skills are the hard skills, because the technical skills are learned. No, they change depending on the demand. But the soft skills are, life skills that we learn from when we were in school.
So across any domain, those soft skills, you're saying, which are harder, are the ones that are transportable, right? You keep this, I guess, the lifelong journey of learning, but you bring those soft skills along the way. That probably includes leadership, teamwork.
Exactly,
well.
And I think we thrive through collaboration and communication, and every leader requires these skills.
So I'm sure our viewers will want to find out, Ambe, in your opinion, what are the most in-demand jobs right now in tech, and are you seeing any trends, especially now in this age of AI?
As of today, the in-demand jobs are around data and AI, security, and platforms like SAP and Microsoft. And I say that very confidently because we look at the data almost every day. And the trend, Jack, is they will continuously change because the tech is evolving every week. We read something new, and so the demands of our clients will continue to evolve, and I think that is the trend. That is why your earlier question about continuous learning is so relevant, because whatever we know now could be different. So these jobs, I think, are also at the moment around the evolution of AI. And I'll give an example. In the recent past, we focused on data scientists.
Right.
Now we are talking about decision scientists. And that's new in our industry. And if you can think about it, like a data scientist would work on the pieces, whereas a decision scientist works on solving the puzzle. Because the data science outputs are being used by the decision scientists to put everything together in a data-driven insight type of decisions to make business decisions. So it's just an example where the jobs are transforming, and it's going to be exciting. I personally am very excited because I think we're going to see a lot more of these new types of jobs getting created.
So I wanted to ask you then, are our schools producing enough students or graduates with those relevant skills? So you mentioned data, you mentioned AI skills.
Well, the good news is they are. There's a lot been more focus. Of course, companies like ourselves are doing our part in order to make them job ready. And so there's been a lot of outreach between industry and the academe. And for one, Accenture has the Accenture Technology Academy, where we are working with different institutions to expose our training for new joiners as early as when they are in universities. In fact, we're working with IBPAP also to roll that out more broadly. And that's an example where we want to continue to make sure that the schools are producing the skills that we need in the industry. And the response from the schools have been very positive because they really want their students to be prepared.
It's very encouraging to hear that collaboration between the academe and the private sector. But we're going to continue on that point, but right now we're going to take a short break. Tech Week, we'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Tech Week. We continue our conversation with Ambe Tierro of Accenture in the Philippines. So Ambe, we were both in Cebu recently, and we had quite a successful collaboration in organizing what I consider a very successful hackathon. Can You Hack It, which we hope will be an annual recurring event. Can you tell us how you and Sanjeev came up with that initiative?
Yes, thank you, Jack. That's really a great example of the industry coming together, facilitated by IBPAP, in order to create excitement about skilling. And AI was at the heart of our hackathon, as you know. And I'm very grateful to you for enabling the idea. We happen to be in Cebu, and Cebu is a location where Accenture has been for maybe 15 years now. We have had an office there, and we just had this idea in our Technology and AI Council in IBPAP that we should let students know that these jobs exist and there's a potential for growth and career opportunities in technology in the IBPAP community. And so the hackathon, Can You Hack It, Cebu, was born. We barely had just a month of planning. Yes. And the response of the students was overwhelming and very encouraging. We did not expect the kind of response. We were saying, maybe if 10 teams join, that would be fine. Yes. But we had 28 teams from the different schools in Cebu. And of course, companies like Accenture, IBM, Lexmark, and EY came together and provided mentors. And so this is where, we may be competitors on a daily basis, but with our objective of building a digital Philippines, we come together. And again, IBPAP was the catalyst for that. And as he said, hopefully we can continue. But I want to make a quick comment about the ideas, because we asked them to solve real life challenges in the Philippines, like digital safety for children, STEM education, disaster recovery, and the ideas were amazing. And I'm a firm believer that we can use technology to solve real world problems, and I believe we created a spark among our students.
It was really great to witness the depth of tech talent in Cebu, right? And much more work needs to be done, but clearly we all came away very encouraged, by the tech talent and the ideas of the students. So let's talk about a related topic, Ambe. The democratization of technology. But I wanted to ask you, what is the playbook of Accenture here? How does one make a cloud-native career just as attainable for a kid from Cebu or for a graduate as far away as Lawag? How do we make that happen?
I would like to think that we have ever since been inclusive in our recruitment practices. And that's why we have an office in Cebu. We also have an office in Ilocos. And these locations, aside from, of course, Metro Manila, have provided us access to a diverse set of talents. because the good news is the provinces are also producing equally good talent. And what they lack are opportunities. And so companies like us, when we locate there, we're overwhelmed with this talent. And of course, it's a win-win scenario because for Accenture, it has provided us business continuity. And to your question about how do we make it more accessible, our company provides a holistic learning approach. So when people join us, regardless of their background, we give them the new joiner training, which gives them enough skills. And as I said earlier, we have, in the past few years, have also exposed that training externally to students even before they join the workforce. So they have the right skills, no? In order for them to apply for jobs in the technology services industry. And then we also invest on continuous learning. Globally, Accenture sets aside $1 billion every year for training and capability development. And we also leverage our partnerships, like with IBPAP and with our ecosystem partners, in order to make this training available even outside our company. I'll share with you one example. We had a program called Nanays in IT. So we started this during the pandemic. We said, let's address people who are just staying home, but they couldn't earn their usual living. And we taught them basic IT skills on office skills, so that they can create a simple website, and that was really successful. And so we call them Nanays in IT. It's our third year of providing this, and hopefully these examples will encourage other companies also that they can do something about making this education accessible. And the way the tech is moving is it's really democratized now, because it's easier to get into tech because of all the different online courses available. And also there are roles, no? There are jobs depending on your background. But that's the Accenture example, and I'm sure other companies are doing it. And if we all do our part, I think we can make it more accessible, because the Philippines is such a great talent source for the world.
As we wrap up this session, Ambe, just a quick word of advice to our viewers, especially those who are about to embark on their long careers ahead. What would you say to them?
First of all, be bold. It's good to have an ambition. And you will be surprised that there are so many people and companies are willing to help you. And the second thing is find a mentor, because a mentor will help you and coach you along the way in what skills you need to learn, and also in what opportunities you should pursue. And last but not the least, find a job that gives you purpose. Because I think it's beyond the pay, no? Our people in the IT BPM industry are driven by purpose to continue to help our country, create more jobs. And so if you're driven by that purpose, then there's meaning into your work, and you will only be successful because you're excited to go to work every day.
Words of wisdom indeed, Ambe. Thank you very much for that. That will be a wrap for this week's Tech Week. A huge thank you to Ambe Tierro for sharing your invaluable insights. The future is being built right now, and conversations like this help us decode the future and what comes next. Join us again next week as we dive into another game-changing story shaping technology, business, and innovation. Until then, stay curious, stay bold, stay ahead. I am Jack Madrid, and you can catch BNC on Free TV Channel 31 and on Signal Channel 24. Thank you for watching BNC, the Billionario News Channel, always on top.